Has everybody signed in?
Yes.
Have the QR code? Okay.
Yes.
Now, according to our agenda, we have signed in, and I want everybody to pay attention to the plan and confirmation spreadsheet. So, right now, this is a very busy spreadsheet, and a lot of you have never seen this spreadsheet before. But this is where we add everybody that's coming or who has attended, that kind of thing. Now, this is something that's probably going to make Nikki cringe and some of the rest of you cringe because I have added more to it than the last time. So anyway, I've tried to put it all in one place in case, so next year we all know where it is on the spreadsheet. I'm still updating names and email addresses and phone numbers. But right here, let me draw your attention to this middle column right here. I have put whether I've contacted them. So most everybody has been contacted, and they have committed to coming, or they have told me they can't attend. I'm still checking that off. And then I've added the tables and chairs. So that way we'll know how many tables, how many chairs. And as you can see, some people have not given me any information. So Friday morning is our Community Helper Craze Day. It's not crazy, it's Craze Day. Because it's supposed to look like all of these community helpers have overpacked the parking lot. We want to have as many as possible. That is our goal. We want to make sure that we have overbooked, so those few that have canceled, it doesn't look scarce, okay? I don't want to get here Friday morning and be like, oh, I need somebody to come fill this spot. I need this, you know. So, anyway, I want to thank everybody for their hard work with getting everybody here. There's some that I don't know, so if you got them, like I know Miss Carithers got a few, they're on there. I promise. Let me blow it back up. And I might have typed it wrong. You told me. I have your mom. Is she still coming?
No.
She's not coming? Okay.
It's supposed to be Pruitt Health.
Yes, I have it somewhere. And then you told me OES.
They're not coming.
They're not coming? Okay. And I did add Pruitt Health. I just have to find it on this. Anyway, we won't. It's right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Oh.
All right, so if they need anything, Ms. Carithers, please make sure.
Table. She needs a table.
One table.
And one chair.
Okay. One table, one chair. All right. All right, so this is how we plan. This is how we're trying to make sure we have everything that we need. The last few years, we've had Mr. Felipe help get us going, get us set up. This year, it's all on us, except we're going to have to help. We're going to have to bring Mr. Edward in on this, and Dr. Slimp, and any admin, so they know what's going on. They know the game plan, but they were not there for the initial setup for the past 3 years. So we're going to have to make sure that we keep them all in the loop. Anyway, so I took what was on the teacher spreadsheet, and if your numbers are not correct, you need to update them, because some people that are coming on Friday, our what do you call them, attendees, our community helpers, they've asked for this spreadsheet because they plan to give us something. So what they've done is already had Miss Ford's class counted out, or whatever it is, and accounted for, Miss Gottney's. So if your number's not right on here, then your number may not be right on Friday, because this is what they're going with. Now, so make sure you check that sheet for numbers. All right, Please make sure that you have your class ready to visit the stations in the back of the K1 parking lot. Okay? Roughly 8:45, 8:50. I made a mistake this year and told them to be here at 8:45. Okay? So I don't want us to be here prior to 8:45. I think last year we did 9 o'clock, so we wouldn't be as rushed, but it's okay if some of them are still setting up. But I don't want some just standing there so ease on out the door. This is your time. Like if Miss Anna's class, say you start with South Georgia Tech, which is going to be a long area. Somebody else's class like Miss Ford or Miss Ricardo, I would like for you to go to the next station. I don't want more than one teacher at a station at one time because there's plenty of them here. We don't need to all cram together. I didn't make a schedule to say you're here for 15 minutes and you're here for 15 minutes. Float. Take your time. Learn. Ask them questions. That's what they're here for. Put them on the spot. I mean, I'm not saying ask, Georgia Tech Patrol certain questions. Make them want to be here with the kids. Make the kids want to learn from them, if that makes sense. All right. So it will roughly end around 11 o'clock, tentatively. Tentatively, I can't say that word. Anyway, as you know, most of the time it's hot. So if it ends before that time for you, have a game plan for when you're coming back inside. I'm not telling you have to stay out there from 8:45 to 11. If you want to hit them quickly and be done with it, that's you. But it's supposed to take your time and learn. During that time, I want you to take pictures. We're going to have Ariel Mallory from the board office, who is our public relations person. She may interview some kids. She may be taking pictures as well, so we make sure we thank all of these people for coming. There are folders. I've already shared the folders with you. Please put your pictures in there. Admin is not able to be at this meeting right now. So I've already talked to Dr. Slimp, Mr. Edward, Miss Mona, and Miss Ashley. I'm going to remind them to have everybody park in a different spot. I don't know if that means the orchard. I don't know if that means, but we need the whole entire parking lot. Okay? But that's a detail we'll iron out before Friday. Each room this week will have guest readers. And if you didn't notice, I texted everybody's partner teams, like you and your para, on Friday. So that way, if there was somebody particular we wanted to reach out to, we could do that. I'm okay with the more guest readers, the merrier. But every guest reader has to be on the spreadsheet. Time has to be logged for Dr. Slimp, front office, administration, for them to know. So that way, when they come in the front office, they know where they're going. Now, Amy and the media center staff has pulled books. So that way, if they don't come with a book, they can get one. But I need y'all to make sure you know what time and day your person is coming. I want to make sure every classroom has at least one reader. We need pictures of these readers because they've taken time out of their busy day to come share with our kids. So the least we can do is publicly thank them. I can't speak this afternoon. And let them know how much we appreciate them. Because the more we do as far as thanking them and showing them, they're wanting to come back each year. All right. Now, SAC lunches will be on Friday. So nobody has to rush in to come meet their lunchtime. We have been approved to take the time Friday to leisurely learn. So if you have some community helper activities that you want to put them in. Make sure your lesson plans show that. As far as lunch, It's a sack lunch. You may want to have a picnic. Just make sure your kids clean up and you don't leave a mess outside on the sidewalks. Now, if you make it back in time to eat in the lunchroom, I'm pretty sure you're able to do that, but they're not planning on you being in there for the most part, because most of our lunches start when 10:55 and then trickle. Totally up to you. Just know you have sack lunches and it's supposed to be an enjoyable time. This might be something you can push in more vocabulary. It's a fun day, learning day. All right, now, dress up flyer. Has everybody sent out the dress up flyer? If you haven't, I need you to send it out. So your kids will be dressed up Friday. Now go ahead, if you're not used to this day, go ahead and put it in your mind that some are going to come as Beauty and the Beast. Some are going to come as Spider-Man. No, that's not a community helper per se that we're thinking of, so try to guide them to more of a professional community helper, not an imaginative, but we are talking about imagination in our writing, so that may get confused. Also, they have a chance to research and bring that back in, and we can add PBIS points to that. I usually do for them completing that. The next thing is the play money and snacks. We have a person who has donated money so our kids can have snacks. Our snack is popcorn. So the popcorn machine will be out there. We will have popcorn pop. They get 1 bag of popcorn, 1 Capri Sun. So you're saying, why do they need play money? Well, part of our standards are goods and services. So they have to have their money. They have to be able to go and purchase their goods. So if you don't give them their money, they can't purchase their goods. So before you leave, please make sure you get enough money for your class, and know that you need to talk to them from tomorrow, Tuesday to Friday, that they get $1 for a popcorn, $1 for a Capri Sun, no more than that. That's what their $2 will purchase. Also, as they're walking around, go ahead and teach them to say thank you to all of these people for coming. They don't know who donated what, so make sure that they're very courteous of this. And of course, make sure their trash is in the trash can and it's not flying around the parking lot. We will have trash cans out there. Now, you're probably like, when are we going to do our popcorn and our Capri Sun? Doesn't matter. But if you see it's open and you're ready for a break, go take the break. And while you're over there, there will be some books. When I grow up, I want to be whatever it says. They can color. If some of them finish early, just make sure that you have a big bag that you're toting around to collect their stuff in. So it's not just scattered and you're not trying to shuffle it around. All right. Next thing, goodie bags. In the past, we have made goodie bags for all students. They look like this. What is in here is what has been left. If there's not any, there's not any. And the school does not have extra Ziploc bags. So this year it is up to you. I've provided you with the papers if you want to print them. And you will need to get Ziploc bags, or I can get white bags for you, white paper bags. Or you come up with a way to make your child's own goodie bag. Or if you say, bring me your book bag, I'm gonna give you your materials in your book bag. That's, we're not providing bags this year. I didn't realize how expensive they were until I started to go purchase them myself. But they are a little pricey. But you need to go ahead and have that decided before Friday. The waters and coolers will be around for our people. Now that's not to say that if Miss Chastity gets thirsty, she can't go get a water. but they're not for Miss Chastity's class. They're not for Mr. Joe's class. They're not for the kids. They are for the community helpers. All right. Now, this is our to-do list. Make sure the waters are purchased. I will purchase those. Coolers and ice are ready. Tables and chairs are ready. Trash cans, popcorn machine, popcorn and Capri Suns, the coloring station. I have purchased tattoos for everybody. There's more than enough, but I have purchased. That's my donation. Not that I'm saying that for anybody to have to know that, but I am donating that to Community Helper Day. So please make sure that our kids only get one tattoo and maybe one sticker. They don't have to be tatted up. Like, they're going to get the opportunity to do it outside. So, but if you choose for your children to do it differently, that's your choice. But we're going to make sure one sticker, one tattoo. All right. Afterwards, there is a community helper scavenger hunt. Now, it's self-explanatory. Go and find the object that would help put out a fire. That could be a fire extinguisher. That could be a water hose if you see one. That could be, very quick, like something you can do to wrap up the community helper unit. There are books that you can read and print for the kids. There's a social story that you will need to go over with your kids before Friday. Nikki is finalizing the thank you card that we will, how are we doing that, Nikki?
I'm just gonna get everybody to sign it.
All right.
And then I'll print it.
Everybody will sign it, and it'll be printed for Friday. If you purchased a Community Helper Craze t-shirt last year or this year, please wear it. If not, it's fine. If you want to dress up as a different Community Helper Friday, that's your choice. Totally up to you. And I need a volunteer, but I think I have one. But we always sign everybody in the back parking lot. That way we have a record of who was here in case we need to know any of that for safety issues or anything like that. That was really quick on, most of you know what to do. Is there any questions? I hear crickets. Nobody has a question.
No, this is my first show. I'm just excited for it.
Okay. Well, it's fun. It's very exhausting, but it's very fun. I'm biased because, I help get people there. But so basically, it's a lot more in control. Y'all are in control of stuff this year. So your discretion of what you want your kids to do. And if there's somebody that I have missed on the list, please let us know. Okay? Thank you for everybody that's helped and is going to help come Friday. All right, if that's it, please make sure you get if you want some, it's not if you want, you need to get your money and make sure you print off what you need for Friday. All right, meeting adjourned.